Morning guys, Will here from WB Trading and welcome back. So we are back on pound dollar today and it looks like we're being told to get long here. I'm just waiting for this entry trigger to actually confirm at the moment. But in this video, I just wanted to walk you through a trade, really walk you through how mechanical rules work and so on. And we're taking a trade using our masterclass edge today. Now, I know that a handful of you guys also trade this with me, but for those wondering what this edge is, I actually put together a strategy construction masterclass recently where I explained where my ideas come from, how I go from idea to testing to building and so on. And towards the end of the masterclass, we actually build out an edge together, and it's the one that we're actually trading here today. Anyway, so as with my other strategies, it really couldn't be much simpler to trade. So we come in, we wait for the entry trigger between a certain time window, and as soon as that trigger forms, we execute and we walk away, which we're pretty much ready to do as we speak. Again, I'm just waiting on this to actually confirm. I've got my finger on the buy button. I've got my deal ticket filled out. I'm just waiting for this candle to actually close, and then we will put this in, which is about to happen any second. Perfect. So there we go. We are long the market, and as you can see, we're aiming for 6R today, or in other words, 6 times our risk. So if you're risking £100, you would make back £600 if we get to target. That is. As far as this trade goes, that is now us done for the day via this strategy. Again, I always say this, and a lot of you are probably wondering this, but mechanical trading, it is a boring way to trade. There's no fancy wingding indicators, there's no technical analysis or reading the news or hours of screen time or missing trading setups because you're at work. We aren't held back by any of that. We just come in and we wait for A to happen, i.e. our entry trigger. And when that happens, we do B as per the rules, and then we're done. Walk away, rinse and repeat. In fact, it's almost a joke actually how easy mechanical trading is in itself. The hard part is identifying an edge, testing the edge, building the data, back testing, forward testing, trialing, rebuilding, all of that stuff. That's the hard part. That stuff can take days, weeks, months, even longer to really get right, to actually build a profitable, viable strategy that works year after year and just allows you to actually carry on, just really ringing that cash machine, so to speak. In fact, a client of ours, Mick, actually said this recently in an email that he sent over. He said, after a while spent on demo, making sure that the mechanical rules actually worked before he went live, he then went live last week and he's already up 8%. And then he says, can trading really be this easy? That says it all, doesn't it? It's all well and good me saying that the rules work, and sure, taking a trade live like we are here today, that's also great. But the real proof, as far as I'm concerned, is in what our clients actually feedback to us, so their results. And Mick's feedback just shows, how easy this way of trading is, how profitable this way of trading is. Anyway, so trade taken there. We leave this alone for now. I'm going to go and squeeze in an hour at the gym whilst I can, start to work off the lockdown stomach, the lockdown calories. And I'll come back and update you on the trade when I'm back later this afternoon. Back soon. Right, just back and not looking too bad on this one. So currently up touching on £300 or so nothing to shout about. We won't be buying a Lamborghini or a mansion this week, but we're moving in the right direction. Anyway, let me again leave this alone for now, as there's nothing for us to do here but sit on our hands. Again, with mechanical rules in place, As soon as that trade is taken, there is nothing more to do whatsoever. There's no adjusting stop losses, adjusting targets, scaling in, scaling out. We just take the trade and again sit on our hands. So that's all there is to do here. So let me actually sit on my hands, leave this alone for now, and I'll come back to you with an update later on. Right, just back, and great news. It looks like my screen cut off after leaving it on for so many hours, which is really helpful. Anyway, after a long day of pretty much just slowly crawling and grinding upwards, we have just finally got to target. So that's 6 SAR in the bag, 6 times our money, so a 500% return on our risk, and £1,074 banked, which is a really solid win for today, especially to end the week as well. Definitely not bad for the 6 or 7 minutes of chart time that it actually took us to get this placed today. And it just goes to show, doesn't it? If you are someone who's being held back by emotion, for example, who's snatching at small profits but taking full-size losses, who's constantly glued to each trade that you take because you don't truly have a strategy, a framework that you can actually trust and rely on following, it just shows that there is another way, doesn't it? That's not just easier, but actually comes without any of that worry, that stress, confusion, and so on. And on top of that, on the subject of the worry and the emotion, I mean, let me ask, if you had a clear, proven set of rules to follow, backed up by statistical data, actually showing every single trade triggered by the rules themselves, how much more confident would you be? If you knew 100% that the rules you were following were actually proven to work before you even implemented them, and all that you actually had to do, your only job, was just rinse and repeat every day with, minutes of chart time rather than hours of chart time. That's the crux of what I'm saying here. If you are watching this and you're struggling with your trading, there is another way. That's my point here. You don't have to stay stuck where mechanical rules exist that will make you profitable straight away as soon as you actually learn them. And if you would like to learn the rules for this strategy, any of our other strategies, I'll pop a link in the description for you and you'll find them waiting on the next page. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed taking a look inside a live trade with me here today. Hopefully that's added value for you all. I'll leave it there for today. And as always, trade with edge, with consistency, and I look forward to having you back here on the channel soon. Thanks, guys.